The music up and my baby. OMG, I love this song so much. It's Jennifer Lopez's Let's Get Loud, and it's been in my mind all week while I've been preparing my Black Friday special that's all about why you should go live and helping you produce lives. So instead of singing Let's Get Loud, I've been singing Let's Go Live, Let's Go Live. Da-na-na-na. I'm not the best singer, as you can tell, but I am a speech coach for wellness entrepreneurs, and I'm so excited to jump on here today and share with you a little bit more about what you can do when you go live to be more successful and attract more clients to your offerings and teachings and programs that you offer. So there's two things that everyone should do when they go live. The first one is provide clarity and be very clear for your audience. And the second one is to provide value and make sure that your audience has something that they can take away. And so I want to spend the next couple of minutes diving a little bit deeper into clarity and value and give you some examples of what I mean by this. And at the end, I'll share a little bit more about my Black Friday special / gratitude weekend special. It'll go until the end of Monday, since Monday is Cyber Monday. And so I hope you guys check it out. But without further ado, let's jump in and talk clarity. So I use this same format for every one of the videos that I do, which first I think about the style, the structure, and the strategy. So let's actually start with strategy and talk a little bit more about that. So for a speech, even when you're jumping on and doing a live, you want to know what your audience, like you want to have a goal and know what your audience is going to take away from your speech. So I recommend you keep it simple and you think about, are you informing your audience? Are you persuading them about something? Or are you inspiring them to do something, right? So you can either inform them, give them some unique information that they can do. You can persuade them to take a new action, change a behavior, change a mindset, or you can inspire them to achieve something bigger, to be their true selves, and to be their highest self. And so you want that goal in mind as you start to plan the structure of what you're going to say and how you're going to say it. So you figure out what you're going to say, with if it's informative, persuasive, or inspirational. And then you have to decide, okay, well, how am I going to say that? Which you think, oh, this is going to be easy. But I know how difficult it is because I do these lives all the time. And sometimes you get up here and you're like, what was I going to say? And then you have some dead space while you're waiting for your audience. So again, 3-step process for structure. I like the number 3 a lot. I've been seeing a lot of 3s in my life. But the 3-part structure is you always want an introduction, a body, and a conclusion. So if you remember a couple minutes ago, I started this with an introduction into what I was going to be saying, and I had a really fun attention getter that made you hopefully want to watch the rest of the video and be like, why is this girl dancing on my Instagram, right? So you want something that's going to catch your audience's attention. Second, you want in your introduction to introduce the broad topic and say, what are you saying today and why are you saying it? What can your audience get from it if they keep watching? And then you can give a layout for how you're going to do the rest of your talk. So I said, I'm going to share 2 things that every live should know: the clarity and the value. And so now we're talking about the clarity and talking about the structure. And so that's what you need in an introduction. And then the second part is the body. This is where you teach them whatever it is, it goes back to the informing, persuading, or inspiring. So that's the bulk of it. That's what you're doing. And then you have a conclusion where you repeat back what you told your audience, because sometimes when you're doing these lives or recording videos, people see the last half of it, and then you want them to go back and watch the rest of it. So you'll see how I do the conclusion in a couple minutes, maybe, exactly like 2.5 minutes looking at the time. But you want to first recap and then have a takeaway. You want to challenge your audience to put it into action or to tell you something about the topic just so they can use it, right? If you give information without having an application part, did you really use the information? Things to think about. So that is the structure piece. And then the last part of clarity is to bring your own style into it and make it your own. Do something that only you can do during your live and showcase who you are as a person. Part of what's so fun about video is you get to see that interaction with one another and you get to see the person and like feel them more on an energetic level. I think reading you can somewhat, but some people prefer video over text posts. And so you want to make sure that you can attract everyone who's going to be attracted to your message, either through video or written text. And so that's clarity in a nutshell, is providing strategy, style, and structure for your audience. Next, let's talk about value. That's the second part. And so that's making sure that whether you're informing, persuading, or inspiring your audience, that you're giving them value. They're getting something out of watching your Facebook or Instagram or YouTube live, right? So for instance, you're getting value out of watching this because hopefully it's going to help you give better Facebook and Instagram and YouTube lives and encourage you and motivate you to actually do them and informing you on what you should say. Let's do a couple examples. So if I was a yoga teacher, I kind of am a yoga teacher, but if I was sharing more yoga teachings on my video today, I might talk to you about alternative nostril breathing and give you some new strategies or really dive in deep so you know what it is. That would be valuable, right? If I was a dating coach, I might try to persuade you to put something new in your Tinder profile. Maybe I have a unique format that's going to attract your ideal partner. Or if I was a mindset coach, I might be trying to inspire you to shift a limiting belief today. That sort of thing. And so any one of those is providing value because you're helping your audience solve a problem that they have. So I hope that makes sense. The value part is you want to give more than you get in your business, and you want to make sure that you're sharing the information that your audience wants to know more about. So to recap, see, as I transition to my conclusion, today we talked about clarity and value and why your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube lives should do those two things. And so we dived a little bit deeper into clarity by talking about strategy, style, and structure. And then I provided a couple examples of value. So if you're just tuning into the last half of this, go back and watch the body so you can see more. And so what I want you to do with this information is to put it into practice and tell me what topic your next live is going to be about. And if you're having problems coming up with what topic your live should be about, I hope you check out my Gratitude Weekend special that I'm doing right now, because I'll help you brainstorm 9 topics in 60 minutes that you can use now or throughout your 2020 content calendars as you're planning those. And I really, truly believe that doing these Instagram and Facebook and YouTube lives, whichever place you think your audience is, or doing them on all 3, are really going to help you attract more clients so you can fully share the message that only you can share. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll be back in touch with you on Monday to share a couple more things about what you need to know as you do more lives.